Hey, this is Griffin here with Alien Paintball. We're just finishing up some of the pre-production things, getting ready to ship these guns out to you, and then we will see you all at Paintball Extravaganza. But for those of you who expect to have your gun showing up in the next week, wanted to give you just a quick kind of 1-2 on what you're going to want to do with the initial setup. Depending on the output pressure of your tank regulator, we recommend running as low as possible. I'll be running an SLP on mine. 450 seems to do fine as well. The gun does handle up to 850. But depending on the output pressure from your tank, it will kind of determine how the gun reacts in the inline regulator. So we are going to be sending these guns with the HPR completely zeroed out. The LPRs will be tuned, and I'll tell you guys how to get to that in a second for your break-in tuning. So when you get the gun, what I do is just turn the eyes off, click in, nothing's happening. Take your Allen wrench, turn this in clockwise. You'll hear it arrow up, get a little bit of pressure in there. Give that about probably 3/4 to a quarter to a full turn after you get the initial burst of air in there, just so you can tell that the gun's fully cycling, and then start to chronograph. There we go. Alright, so right at 222. Now every quarter turn on this reg is about 30 to 40 feet per second, so I go up half turn, 291, 285, 291, 291. Alright, I'll take it. So now that we're at our field speed, let's say that we've been playing for a full day, 2 days, you've shot 3 or 4 cases through the gun, which is about the break-in period, and you want to try to get the most that you can for performance out of your low pressure regulator. That's going to be located at the very front of your foregrip housing, and the way that I've been tuning these is really very simple. Just take the same Allen wrench, you're going to want to go in clockwise until you can no longer see the threading, the very bottom thread that's on the adjustment nut for that regulator. So when you shoot it, you can hear a difference, you can feel that it has a little bit more punch to it. Now go ahead and just chronograph. You should be right around the same range. Again, 285, 289, 287. Now all you're going to want to do is turn this down by about a quarter of a turn until you feel the difference that it's lowering, and then check your velocity. And what you're looking for is the point where your velocity drops off by, 4 to 5 feet per second, and then go up the other quarter turn. So I'm still lowering it. We're still right in the mid-80s. Just a little bit lower here. And you can really feel a difference in the gun, how responsive it is as you lower that reg. So here we go. That was the first shot I had under 80. I'm just going to give that another 8. Alright, here we go, 72 to 75. So now once you've lowered that, just go back up 1/4 turn. That's going to be right above kind of the minimum amount to get a full cycle to make sure that the valve is opening fully on the gun. There we go, 85 to 90. Alright, and now you're all set up, and you should, what I've been noticing is you'll see one thread sticking out the very bottom of the notch on the front of the grip. So far, for all the guns that I've set up, that's been about the same. And as a quick reminder, if you are changing bottles to a different regulator setup that has a different output pressure, make sure that you zero out the regulators. What we found is that with the higher output pressures from the tanks, if you go from an 850 down to a 550, it'll actually increase the amount of pressure that's going through this regulator. And so if you're going from an SLP, say, to your friend's 850, expect it to be shooting pretty low, and you're going to want to just retune this regulator. The LPR is going to stay the same. That reacts independently of what the inline's doing, but this is going to react accordingly to the input pressure of the gun, so make sure that those are adjusted together. You don't want to be tuning this gun to 300 with an 850-pound tank, go home, take your shims out, throw it on as a low pressure, and you'll be shooting pretty hot. So just make sure that you guys are being aware of that, and this will be the initial setup. Once it's set up for your tank, you should never have to mess with it. I've been at the field 4 or 5 times with this gun already, and I haven't really had to mess with the regs much. So I look forward to seeing you guys all at PB Extravaganza. We will be getting these shipped out very soon, which is why I'm kind of giving you guys the heads up. So look forward to these being in stores soon and at your local fields. I hope to see you guys later.